Hello, hello, welcome back to Spiritual Warrior. I'm here doing the July 2021 readings. This will be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and it'll be general. It's not going to fit with everybody, so take what fits your situation, leave what doesn't. Don't get hung up on the gender of the cards, as we all have male and female energy within us. And remember, I could be picking up on somebody that you're dealing with, so it may be like vice versa. Also, I have extendeds for you guys this month. I'm really excited about it. What I was picking up on the most was you guys were walking really slow, and then I heard stop and smell the flowers, and like it was really, and then there was like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Like I kind of seen that. So like to me, what I was getting from that is like, in order to avoid burnout and like going and then stopping, going and then stopping, like really slow down. And I remember that last month, I think that was like your main message was to slow down. So like maybe some of you are in that space where like you're really going with the flow and allowing yourself to stop and smell the flowers, because it was just like really slow. So let's get into it and see what we have for you. Okay, so Cancer actually had the same one, and we have the Maiden here. This is all about walking your own path and doing things your own way and not needing anybody to come in and tell you how to do something. This is very creative energy. There's flowers down here, and she's kind of stopping to really gaze at them. And at the other critters on the path, this just really feels like you kind of taking your time and doing your own thing in your own way and giving yourself the time and space to slow down so that you can have the energy to then create more for yourself, like whatever it is that you're like pursuing, I guess, at this point in your life, like, you know, continuing on. You know, before anything is really made, where does it start? In the mind. It starts as a thought first before it's actually made to a tangible thing. And you guys are very fast action all the time, and I feel like slowing down would really serve you in being able to assess things correctly for yourself, and then be able to really sit in a creative space to think about what you want to create next, and then walk your own path to do so. Ace of Wands at the bottom, brand new, passionate beginning here available to you. So Aries at the center, we have the Ten of Cups, and this represents you, you know, and I feel that feeling of, you know, the way when you're with a partner and like the world just slows down and it's just you and that other person. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. The crossing or conflict we have here is Temperance, Sagittarius showing up, but this is about being able to balance and go with the flow and have patience also. So that's kind of funny why, and I'm not surprised that this is here for you guys, because you're not really well known for your patience. At the foundation, we have the Six of Cups here. So this is about keeping the childhood innocence alive, but this could also, you know, have to do with children or past life relationship or just the past in general. The next card out we have, which is the past, is the Nine of Cups. So wish fulfillment, it feels like in the past, you see how busy it is here with like the fish, how it looks, how they're just moving. It feels like in the past you were just really focused on bringing to yourself what it is that you want, like your wish fulfillment, and like, oh, I want this and I want this and this will make me happy and this will make me happy. It just feels like a very busy type of energy. And I'm hearing that stop and smell the flowers again as I look at this with the foundation, that Six of Cups. You know, maybe the need for you to really invoke the child within you. The next card out is you and how you see yourself in this situation. We have the Two of Pentacles here, so this is very busy. This is juggling a lot. This is trying to balance things. This just feels like you having a lot on your plate and feeling like you're not enough if you're not doing enough, if that makes sense. Like, not doing a lot of things makes you feel a lack within yourself, but then when you have so much on your plate, you spread yourself thin and there's no balance. It's like trying to find a balance between being busy in a healthy way and having the right kind of balance in your life between work and play. The next one out is your environment and the energies influencing you, or how people could see you in this situation. I'm just going to be honest, I just heard this is how Spirit sees you. Seven of Cups here. Almost like you're that male person with your head down, kind of like trying to figure out, oh, how do we do this and how do we do this, how do we get to these mountains outside of us. And then there's that female there who's like, we can get up to this floating castle in the sky, but you know, the guy kind of thinks it's impossible. So he's kind of trying to look for a practical way of getting there, but this is kind of like confusion and having a lot of options, many things going on. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. I feel like you just have a lot going on, and there's a need for you to kind of look up and see that it's okay to take the road less traveled. The next one out is what you hope for or fear most. We have the Knight of Swords here. Very fast. I just heard, I want it now. And you know, this is somebody who delivers communication without any tact and goes after things goes headlong into battle, if you will, without really thinking about it. I feel like that's kind of like a detriment to you guys. Cards flying. You know, maybe for some of you, you just had options with different partners. Okay, so Seven of Cups is here again. The Wheel. Three of Swords. Four of Cups. What I'm feeling is somebody kind of having a lot of different options. Okay, almost like this is like an aspect of where you were at and like where you're going. Almost like, if this resonates on a relationship level, almost like you were really bored with your romantic life, I guess, or just really bored in your life in general, and your emotions kind of hit like a stall after like heartbreak and stuff. Almost like you guys went through some kind of heartbreak or betrayal from somebody, and then you kind of took yourself away and you kind of gained this hard shell exterior, and now the wheel is turning and you have many more options. Very interesting. So the outcome we have is the Five of Wands, and this is like this is you know, conflict, but this is usually conflict with others or within you, but this is really about having many things thrown at you but not giving up and not quitting. Wow. All right. So the only rose upside down. So some kind of an awakening about something. Maybe there was some stagnant energy for a little bit, but now we have the Hierophant, the Page of Cups, and the Ten of Cups, all clarifying the Ten of Cups. Okay, almost like somebody, okay, I'm getting a couple different things. Somebody realized they needed to kind of put more of their energy to their partner. Almost like, okay, I really need to slow down and really show more of my affection and I need to put more of my energy into my long-term partner, because the Ten of Cups is here twice and the Hierophant. So maybe some of you are married and you're just kind of like, ooh, I realized that I wasn't really showing my partner enough. I wasn't giving them enough of myself, because you kind of were putting yourself all over the place, it seems. Okay. Yeah, nothing came out. It just seems like you guys really need to kind of learn to find almost like finding balance is what's really hard for you. Finding balance between taking action and being go, 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 and slowing down and really enjoying where you're at with who you are with. Cards falling. So, Nine of Cups again. And then this is interesting. We have Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups. For some of you, it feels like maybe you had two different options. You know, the Queen of Swords is very cold sometimes, very distant, because she's just she's more logical than anything. And then it just feels like maybe you guys kind of in the past realized that you were kind of being cold and you needed to like invoke your passions more. Like there was like a new beginning, like maybe something switched for you and you realized you needed to kind of bring your emotions to the table a little bit more. It's a very interesting interpretation. And you know, again, for some of you, it could have been like you had two people to choose from, but I don't feel that as much. I mean, and that could be a definite for some of you. Yeah, the foundation, like, yeah, it's like, you know, you realize there was so much invested in this and you needed to really like, there's so much time and effort that has been invested in this, and it's worth, you know, really making sure, you know, because then we have the Six of Swords at the bottom, so moving on to a better place. It just feels like you guys are moving from one energy to the next, realizing that there's been so much invested in this relationship that you really need to make sure that you're tending to it and not neglecting it, let's say. Yeah, it feels like maybe King of Swords is here. Maybe somebody came in and told you, like, look at... and this is just what I'm getting, guys, that somebody kind of came in and maybe kind of told you, like, spoke a truth to you, like, that made you kind of wake up and realize that you needed to listen to your intuition, judgment, and then the High Priestess is here. For some of you, this could just be listen to your intuition. There needs to be a renewal of sorts, and you really need to speak your truth because there's too much going on. So I feel that with both, you know, and put it where it fits. Either somebody said something and spoke their truth and was very direct, that made you kind of wake up to renew yourself and to listen to your intuition, or some of you felt that call to listen and renew yourself, and then you were able to speak your truth. Yeah, it's like, so the Seven of Cups, that environment, we have the World and the Three of Pentacles here. And then the Three of Cups is at the bottom. I'm just going to tell you what I'm feeling. Almost like you guys were putting more of yourself into work than you or your partner. And that needs to come to a completion so that you guys can come into a celebration and a reunion with each other. Like a reunion of your love, I guess, almost. That's just what I feel. So that Five of Wands, that turbulent energy, we have the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords. almost like this feels like almost like this feels like hard work for you guys to really maybe put the brakes on putting your energy everywhere and really focusing in on your partner. This is interesting. Yeah, because the Hangman and the Nine of Cups came out as well. Feels like you guys are in the midst of creating a better relationship for yourself. And there's a real need for you to slow down and, you know, walk your own path. And I feel like you guys are kind of coming into this energy where you're going to start to really slow down and smell the flowers and realize that as much energy as you put into work and all of the things around you that you're building, you also need to slow down and put effort into your relationship. So Aries, those are your messages for July 2021. I hope this was helpful. In the extended, we're going to do another spread for you. I haven't really decided if it's going to be the Will It Last or probably the Journey reading, to see what you're leaving behind and why you're being guided to kind of go down this path. and then a 3-card spread of advice for you guys. So again, I hope this was helpful. If not, please check your birth chart for other prominent signs, and I will see you in the extended. And if I don't see you in the extended, I will see you next month, Aries. Take care.